Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Han again, and tonight I'm very excited, and because I'm gonna introduce another awesome product, and the name of the product it's called Lazy Man's Profit. You can see over here, right? And what it is a product creation course made by Robert Phillips and his partners. This is a really truly tested method, and you can see on the sales page what you have to do is click on the e-cover over there. You will give you a preview rough draft of the sales letter. You can see their student had literally made $24,000 in 8 days. I know it sounds a lot hyper, but it's probably the results. I think the students honestly is probably very dedicated, and but even if it takes 2 weeks or a month for $24,000 profit, it's not that bad deal, right? So one thing that as internet marketers, that either as a product creator or as an affiliate, that we all need to know is how do you target at evergreen market, and secondly, how do you confirm once you find the market, how do you know there isn't money to be made in there? Okay, all this topic are covered first of all inside the course, and secondly, it's covered in the interview that's gonna coming up as well, and so he's gonna basically, this is one of the, if you look at product creation, if you look at the top internet marketers, and what they all have in common is having their own products, right? Not just one, not just two, but a lot of them, right? So, and there's a reason for that, because it's truly one of the way to really double and triple your income by having your own product. And the number one fear of for people to jump on the product creation side is it's too big, it's too difficult. Well, Robert, the course of this course is gonna really change that. He's gonna show you how easily, effortlessly it's gonna get done. Okay, this is not necessarily just the internet marketing niche, but also non-internet marketing. In fact, if we go into the non-internet marketing niche, it's gonna be much easier because you just don't have that many competition, know all the tricks that we as internet marketer, as warriors know, right? So he's gonna teach you some effective techniques that he uses to find the market, find evergreen market, and how do you confirm there's money, and then how do you quickly come out with a awesome product, how to capture leads, how do you generate traffic. Speaking of traffic, inside the interview, he's gonna review some traffic techniques too, so you pay attention to that as well. Okay, so and without giving away too much about the interview, let's just kind of jump in, watch the interview, and I am going to offer a bonus for this. Just kind of look out my email and my full review on this product tomorrow morning. But in the meantime, please enjoy the interview. I think you'll learn a lot of golden nuggets about product creation, about picking niches, about traffic, and among a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm just going to let you learn it during the interview. All right, this is your friend Han, and thanks for watching and enjoying the interview. Until next time, keep smiling. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers. Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Han here, and it is great to see you guys again. And I'm very, very excited right now because I get that Robert Phillips here with us again to talk about another excellent product in a minute. And this time he's gonna be on the interview, share some tips on how to creating a long-term business, and that's involved creating your own products, and also being affiliate a little bit too, but most importantly, he's going to teach you how to find that evergreen market, and then also going to teach you how to confirm there is a money in the market, because many times I personally made a mistake to find a market that has no money in it, which wastes a whole bunch of time and then money to rank us high, or to get into the wrong niche. And then he's also going to share with us some traffic technique and secrets that not many people talk about, and then he's finally going to share some of the results based on a technique and his partner came up with, and he's going to talk about some of the amazing results that his student got. And at last, he's going to share this awesome product he's going to launching tomorrow. And I personally think you should really get into it, and because this is the how the real people make money on the internet, the big dollars. Okay, so before we get into the details, Robert, why don't you kind of take up the mic, kind of share your unique internet marketing story with us today, and people know how you got started, and most importantly, what did you do to achieve a level of success you have today?
Oh, I appreciate being on the call right now, Han, and I want to say hi to everyone that's listening to this. Yeah, I started doing internet marketing a while back. I think it's been about 6 or 7 years now. I initially, got laid off from my job. I had done a little bit of stuff in affiliate marketing on the gaming side. I found something that kind of worked for me.
Uh-huh.
And, once I got laid off, I just made a decision to actually go full time and never go back to a job. And actually haven't been back to that job since then. And I've made actually quite a bit of money, 6 figures plus for many years now, doing, affiliate marketing, product creation, and a few other things.
Right.
It's been a long journey, but I know with what we're going to be sharing with on this call, one of the biggest breakthroughs I ever had was starting to create some of my own products.
Right.
And
Yeah. And if you look at anyone who is, big and successful in the internet marketing space, is they all have their own products, and not just one, but multiple products. So, and that kind of give you a clue that product creation is kind of important. And how long have you been full-time internet marketer, just out of curiosity?
I think about it's either 5 or 6 years, somewhere around there.
5 or 6 years. Oh, wow. So you would never go back to another job, would you?
No, I mean, I know some of the people that are probably going to be listening to this, maybe they're still working at a job or maybe they're full time now, but, once you've, crossed over, I mean, there's no turning back. I mean, working a job would never be a possibility again for me personally. It's just, you have more freedom. I'm making a lot more money than I ever worked at a job. I've had months where I've made more in one month than I did in a whole year.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Once
that's a huge difference.
and once you get a taste of that, it's like, oh, you won't never ever pay me enough to go get a job.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to make CEO money, this is definitely where it's at. I mean,
Right.
no job, but I'm aware of that. I could be working right now, could pay me the kind of money that I'm making. I mean, that's just the bottom line. I mean, even
I'm sorry. So what was that one thing? I know you must have some kind of failure throughout this whole journey of internet marketing, and for last 5 6 years. What was that one thing kept you going so that eventually you kind of break through the barrier, achieve a level of success you have today?
well, I've had a lot of trial and error. I know when I initially started, I really didn't actually have a mentor at the time. It was one of the biggest mistakes I ever made.
Right.
I spent a year or two, even though I was full time, doing it stuff by trial and error. The more I failed, the more money that I made, honestly. But once I got a real mentor that showed me the correct way to build my business, it actually took off within a year. I was making, I think, double or triple what I was the previous year. And that's kind of where my biggest breakthrough came from, is actually, finding the right information and doing one thing differently too, which was the biggest thing that actually helped me was, building my brand up a little bit more, or just in all the niche areas, is actually building a list targeted around, that product, and having, people that were interested in what I was sharing with them.
Yeah, building a list and building your brand is obviously very, very important to build long-term business. So I have a lot of people that listen to us right now. They're just probably getting started with the internet marketing, and they're also just being affiliates, just kind of stumping through kind of what you got started 5 6 years ago, trying to be affiliates, marketing other people's products. So let's talk about the differences, the pros and the cons being affiliates versus someone who is a product creator. And the point I'm kind of trying to get into is why should anybody who can just selling other people's product want to become a product creator?
Well, yeah, the main difference is, of course, just being an affiliate, you're getting paid those one-time commissions. I mean, even as a product creator, that same thing can happen, but the main difference is that you're building a rapport with the people that are, buying from you. Even if you don't know about a niche, which I'm involved with several niches that I have no idea about, but you can actually find information for free on the internet. We're going to share with you, of course, in the course about how to do that, or even pay someone else to, write or make the whole thing for you. And as you're building that rapport and people start to trust you, the more likely they're to buy from you multiple times over. That's the real difference between just a straight up affiliate and a product creator, because the product creators not only can be an affiliate and sell other people's products, but they have a list of people that trust them, so they can sell to that same group over and over again, while an affiliate is most likely getting a one-time sale only, when you can multiply your results by tenfold by being a product creator doing the same thing.
Right.
Instead of promoting someone else's product, you could promote your own product and make way more money.
So, I mean, you have been on both sides as affiliate and also as product creator many times over. Which would you say makes the most of money, being a product creators or being an affiliate?
Well, on all honesty, all the real big people are making the most money being a product creator. I mean, we all probably know names like Frank Kern, Mike Filsaime, and etc. These guys do both sides of the coin, but with the product creator, they have a built, huge list or rapport with people, so they're cashing in millions of dollars. I think for most affiliates, there is like just a straight up limit of, your earning potential, but as the product creator side, you can go from, maybe just being a top level affiliate at, 6 figures plus to, making millions of dollars per year. So there's like a, really huge difference between the two, but also being a product creator, naturally you can actually be an affiliate at, for the most part, you're an affiliate at the same time. So you're kind of double dipping, so to say.
Yeah. So I guess that one of the biggest fear that I have seen people that never created a product before and want to jump in and be a product creator is, first of all, is the process, the whole entire process scares them, right? And
Right.
I think you have a simplified process. Actually, it's not that scary. So talk about that a little bit.
Well, the thing is about the course is, for the most part, people overcomplicate things, and, like you said, get scared about this process when really it's not that hard.
Okay.
You can do this, within days if you're, focused on it, or even faster if you just, outsource to someone else to do it for you. And it's very cheap to do so. There's so much information available on the internet that you can be, say at the top of some niche without actually even knowing much about it. We cover some of that, how to do the correct research, and how to, tap into niches that have money in them. Because a lot of people also, go into niches that there might not be that much cash to be made, of course.
Right.
But, we want to find a market that has a lot of huge potential, is already earning money, there's already people searching for it, and just, creating a small product, based around that. And for the most part, a lot of people, that are listening to this as well, you could just look in your house, or even, to find some product to be created on, or whatever your passion is. Of course, if you have a passion about something, it's even easier to make something about it.
Yeah, and I think one of the myths is, when you think about Frank Kern and Evan Pagan and all that stuff, you think about, well, those products probably take $1,000 to $10,000 crate. But the real secret is you don't really have to be that big. You can create a smaller but just as profitable product, and maybe 25-page ebook if you have the right target customer that wants this kind of stuff. and this 25 pages of ebook can deliver the same results, that's still a really, really possible niche to get into, right, Robert?
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, I know, Eben Pagan and Frank Kern, they don't just do internet marketing. They're in dating, they're in gaming, they're in, probably 50 other things too, like building cell phone apps and do they know much about a lot of that stuff? I'm doubting it. I really am doubting it.
Yeah.
And a lot of these info products, even if you're not that savvy, you can, even in conjunction with our system, use like private label rights and buy other products. I've done this before in a particular niche that was making me $1,000 a month. Once it was set up, just drive traffic to it, and that's it.
Okay, so let's talk about, like you mentioned a couple of minutes ago, is the finding the right niche. I think both as product creator and as affiliate, you really need to really get that down to the science. So can you give some tips on both? How do you ever find that evergreen niche? How do you know if that niche is evergreen? Also, once you find that evergreen niche, how do you confirm, hey, there's a money to be made in there?
Well, the thing is like, for the most part, just doing some, basic research, even using free tools like, Google AdWords, keyword tool, you can kind of find a premise of where people are spending money. And that's kind of, doing a lot of research, myself. That's kind of what I look at particularly, is we're trying to find areas where we know it's being highly searched, and actually advertisers are spending money to promote products or services in that niche. And as far as doing the research, we're just trying to kind of find problems that are out there on the internet. It could be as simple as writing a simple book on acne treatment, clearing pimples. And there's a lot of free information on the internet, and some of these guides, believe it or not, do not actually have to be very long either. They could be 3 to 5 pages, or less.
Right.
And you can find a lot of information already written on that, that subject or subjects like that. Because we know, with a lot of niches, at least with that kind of segment, are very popular because they're not necessarily looking to find that information, at the store or whatnot, or if there's some other things that are more embarrassing as well.
Right.
They're searching on the internet to buy that information.
I think that you have to looking for the pain. If there's some kind of either emotional pain or physical pain, that's usually a very good signal there, because people probably will pay any kind of money to get that resolved. For example, you have a very bad back pain, and if you somehow has a solution to heal that, and people in that pain state, it's really gonna spend the money trying to find a solution to it.
Yeah, exactly. But that could go across a lot of different things. Like people want to know how to jump higher, or they want to know how to have the perfect golf swing. I mean, there's so much different things that you can really tap into, where millions of people are really looking for this information.
Yeah, well, for people who are looking for jump higher, they have the pain to not jump so high right now. So.
Yeah, they want to be more, be the top of their game at whatever, thing that they're doing. Maybe it's a backyard basketball game, or maybe they're professional, or they do long jump or whatever. It could be a million different things.
Yeah. So once you confirm with Google AdWords and I'm sure you're gonna go to more details inside your course.
Yes, of course.
It's not enough time to cover the entire thing here. But once let's say you have the evergreen niche, find it. How do you confirm there's money?
Well, I mean, to confirm there's money, even using that tool or some of the other resources that we give you, it's you can clearly see, for the most part, on most networks, to do this research from, of how much money is being spent. Like, say if an average cost per click is $2 to $3 from that particular search, then we know based on like how many people are searching for it, how much each person is possibly worth. And we kind of go over that more in depth in the course, of course.
Okay, so basically there's several ways, several signals, almost like trading stocks, and that
Yes.
tells you that based on those numbers, and based on the trends, because Google AdWords shows you trends too, there is a profitable niche in there, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, the system can be used for any kind of niche, no matter what it is.
Right.
I mean, there's a million possibilities, of course, but, I know a lot of you will get, some more ideas, of course, once you've picked it up, what kind of thing you can get into, but, it can be based on your interest or just something, you think there's a lot of money in. Of course, we'll show you how to research that and find that, then,
So,
create an evergreen system to selling it.
so let me ask you one thing. How do people avoid a dead niche? Like there's no money in it. How do you, what kind of numbers are they looking at? Maybe there's not enough search volume, or maybe the AdWord bet is below a certain dollar amount. Well, what are you looking for to see, hey, there's no money in this thing?
Well, for the most part, I mean, there are some other things we cover in the research module as well about there's certain sites that are more popular on, you can kind of find what kind of products are selling even right now outside of just using the Google AdWords tool as well. I mean, we're looking for based on popularity, also not just the trend volume on the money that's being spent in that niche as well.
Okay, so there are many marketplaces you can look out how popular or how unpopular your idea is, right?
Yes, of course. I mean, a lot of times it's based on how much money's being spent, how much it's being shared out, like with socially, with a lot of different websites. We give, I think, there's 3 or 4 premises of research that we kind of go over in our first module in the course that kind of will help you identify what to look for.
Okay. All right. Awesome. So once you get, let's say you find the money profitable evergreen niche, I guess the very next logical thing you need is traffic. Can you talk about? I know you're going to cover a lot of traffic sources in your course. Can you cover some of the traffic method you're using to once you have the product ready and to generate traffic to the offer?
Yeah, of course. I mean, for the most part, we're using, some free and, of course, paid traffic, like things like Facebook, some social sharing things like StumbleUpon. There's a couple other secret traffic sources as well that we use more or less for, getting your offer out in, mainstream, using free platforms like WordPress to make, the evergreen system a little bit more search engine friendly by providing content that's based around that niche. Those are the kind of the premise of what we're using. I mean, like StumbleUpon and things that you can use for really low cost. All the networks we have, you can spend under $10 to set up a campaign and get your traffic rolling once your funnel's set up. And we do go over that, of course. Building your own list, your own brand, selling a informational product to that target audience.
And I think we're not allowed to give this out yet, but you did receive one of the traffic sources you can cheaply list the product in like sites like CNN and Fox Network, right, or any of those sites.
Yes, that part is a part of our upsell, but yeah, that part may be one of the most powerful things even in the whole course is getting a lot of high click-through rates and a very targeted audience as well.
And what I like about is
mainstream, of course.
Yeah, right, mainstream. You also teach people how to get stuff in a viral, naturally viral sense, how to make and you do cover that in the course.
Yeah, well, a lot of the system itself is built around having, social sharing built in, the capture pages and things of that nature.
Okay. Okay.
Because, we want other people to share your content as well,
Right.
to get it, virally out there.
Right. Because basically, without traffic, you have nothing. Basically.
Yes, exactly. I mean, the premise of this is once it's set up, all you need is traffic after that. That's what it makes it evergreen, meaning it, forever you can be making money and profits off of it once it's set up and rolling.
So it's almost like having a passive income system set up. Is that right?
Yeah, more or less. That's kind of that's exactly what it is. A passive income system that, you can set up and kind of forget.
Okay. So you probably work. You take some time to work at the very beginning. Then once the system is tested and set up, it pretty much it's a system that runs itself, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the results that your students currently using this exact system has achieved in the past.
We have one student that recently made $24,000 in 8 days using the system, which I know that result is unordinary, of course.
Right.
It didn't take that long to set it up. She found a really good niche that, had a lot of people searching for it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I can't necessarily disclose what that is. I don't want to hurt her results, but that kind of money can be made, using this. I mean, a lot of like we talked about before, a lot of big money people, that's what they've done. I think it only took her maybe 2 or 3 days to set up the system. And then within 8 days, was, over 8 days made the $24,000 and much more since then.
So does the 8 days including the product creation time, or is that just actually from maybe starting offering as the selling the product in 8 days?
Yeah, after starting to sell the products.
Okay. Just want to make sure of that. So,
yeah. I mean, once it was set up, then I mean that doesn't include that the setup part.
so how long took her to research the product, to come out with the product, to create a product, and put the system together? Like a week or a month, or what are we looking at here?
I'm pretty positive it was a couple, like 2 to 3 days.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, but she was a real action taker, and I know some people, they might not put, as much effort as she did to getting it done.
Right. Was it what type of product? Was it like an ebook, or was it like a video course, or just kind of? Are you allowed to review that? I don't know.
Well, yeah, it was like a more or less an ebook.
Ebook. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So in 8 days, she made $24,000. Is that right?
Yes. Which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is. Well, you gotta be motivated though. You gotta be no action taker.
Yeah, of course, but those kind of results are possible. Doing the research and really hitting the ground running. But these, I mean, I'm sure like herself, I mean, once you have one up and running, you're looking to have a bunch more set up as well to have those autopilot incomes, rolling in every day.
Once you hit that number finally, you'd be like, I want to do more of this.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So and so let's kind of talk about your product here. Let's talk about the name of the product, the time of the launch, who's going to be really benefit for, and how is this different than other product creation products, and what exactly are people going to expect to getting inside the course as well, and talk about price point as well. It's going to be on Diamond Cell, and if we got a time, let's talk about the OTO as well.
Okay, yeah. Well, the product is called Lazy Man's Profits. Our launch is on May 30th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The front-end product is $12 to $17 dime sale. So you want to pick this up, of course, as soon as you can. The main product, we cover 4 modules. And the 4 modules cover, we show you how to follow where the money's at and find your market. Then the next module is how to find a problem, then create a solution for that problem, of course, for sale. Part 3, we show you how to set up your 8-part sales machine, which kind of includes, capture pages, some social sharing activity, the sales page, and even, I know a lot of people might not be great copywriters, but we've done tests, even pages that aren't, great, have actually sometimes even convert better, so you don't have to be an expert at any of this stuff to make it work. Then the last module, once that's set up, we show you how to get the targeted traffic to your sales machine. That's the premise of the course. I mean, there's a course we're going to share with you, what resources that you can use. We do have some more strategies on the traffic that even if you are currently doing this, I feel that you'll get a lot of benefit by just picking up the course just to see exactly how this whole process is set up, because I think a lot of you will pick up some golden nuggets that probably you're not even using, whether that's on the traffic, funnel creation, or even doing research. So there's a lot of stuff for everyone just based on the premise of what it's covering, because it's not just creating a product. It's much more than just doing that, because there's a couple other components to doing it that are very powerful.
Okay.
As far as the OTO, we're giving in that, it's $27 to $37 dime sale. We're giving you the exact, we're giving you 10 ads that we're currently using and making profits with that can be used on Facebook, or you could use them on other advertising platforms, or even use them for free in various places. We give you the exact emails and copy that we're using for the 8-part sales machine that more or less are a follow-up series to what you should put in the funnel. Then the third thing is we actually disclose a secret traffic source that I don't hear anybody really talking about, and that's the part where you can get your ads on CNN, Fox, and go mainstream with your content or fan page or your sales machine. Outside of that, we're going to be for a limited time, we're going to be offering some free coaching. We'll have a course, a Q&A webinar to answer anyone's questions about this whole process or anything outside of it on the traffic, pages, research. And of course too, the other thing I forgot to share on the main product too, we have action step PDF. We have a full PowerPoint presentation that goes over this stuff even in more detail. And for some of you that don't actually want to watch the video, we have transcriptions of every video as well.
Okay. So I guess the format of the course is the video and PDF or transcript, or?
Well, for the main course, we have a video you can watch. We have an action step PDF for you to go over and do. We have a more in-depth overview on the PowerPoint, even though you don't have to, look at it. And then we also have a transcript of the video, so you can read what was, said in the video. That, more or less it's laid out in, text that you can kind of clearly see if you missed any points.
Oh, okay. Sounds
and, yeah, and that's for each video.
Okay. All right. So I think I have everything I need to ask you here today. Before we leave here, do you have any final words you want to share with us?
Yeah, I want to, of course, thank everybody for their time for listening to this call. But if you're looking to really take your business up a next level and get into the product creation side, and get some really in-depth strategies to help your business, I mean, this course is definitely worth while picking up. It's the price of the course, the value in this is worth way more than what you're paying for, and I'm sure that you'll get a lot out of it.
Uh-huh. And
Um,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I mean, of course, we also, as Han knows, we support our customers, and we will try our best to help you in any way possible as well.
And that sounds great. And Robert, thank you so much for your time to share some awesome tips with us today. And for those still with us right now, make sure you kind of look out for my email tomorrow. I am going to offer you guys some awesome bonuses again. And and Robert, thank you so much again. And I guess I'll be talking to you soon.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, thank you, Robert.
Thank you, Han.
All right, bye-bye.